What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to do Gotham Knights on the 5800X3D and RTX 3090 PC. And that's what's usually hooked up to the ultra-wide monitor. So it's 3440 by 1440, 120 Hz, IPS screen. That doesn't really matter too much. We just figured I'd let people know for the people that are interested. So, why don't we not waste any more time? Get into the game and look at some settings and get some gameplay in. Alright, let's look through these settings real quick on the 5800X3D and RTX 3090 PC here. We're going to start off on low and just work our way up just like we do in the laptop videos. And there we go, that's the bottom, so why don't we go ahead and get into that game. Alright, let's get a little low gameplay in now. And I'm actually impressed. There must have been an update or something, or this CPU is just like that ungodly, because I was getting way, way worse FPS than this. And I know this computer is like vastly more powerful than my laptop, yes, but we all know the laptop is no slouch. It's pretty much a nerfed 5800X and a 6700 XT in there that's been power limited. The GPU is literally the exact same. All it is power limited to fit in a laptop. If you go look at them and compare it spec to spec, I'm pretty sure they're exactly the same. Same stream processors, same different clocks, obviously, because again, it's in a laptop. Different power limits and all that good junk. You know, there's only one thing I wished I could do. I wished I could like use Afterburner to just overclock it a little bit. That's the one thing I'll give my friend's 3070 laptop. He can open up Afterburner and get a little bit more performance. Although, unfortunately for him, his laptop, they didn't give him a powerful enough brick, so his actually decharges while he plays video games, so he has to stop playing games after a while and let the battery charge up. So I'm glad mine doesn't do that. And he also has to undervolt the hell out of his processor to make it stop being 100% or 100 degrees in throttling. So even though my laptop gets pretty toasty, at least it doesn't throttle. Even at 96, it still gets really good performance. This guy just kind of hangs out between 3560 and it bounces between that and 4.450 or something. Yeah. But yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed. This is fully playable FPS, but obviously I wouldn't want to play on low on something like this, so why don't we move on? Now we're going to move on to medium. So again, we'll just look through these settings real quick. And there we go. I'm leaving all those other settings off until we get to either high or maxed out. I think they call it highest in this game. But anyway, to the game. Now it's time for us to get some medium gameplay in, so let's just keep running around the city a little bit. Yeah. Well, still getting more than decent performance here. But then again, we are only on medium. Haven't tried ray tracing on here or anything, and obviously my laptop didn't like it because it's AMD, and AMD right now does not like ray tracing. I kind of feel like Intel's probably always going to have, or not Intel, but NVIDIA is going to always have a advantage there, although I kind of messed up there, but it seems like Intel's pretty decent at ray tracing too. Obviously, they don't have a GPU that can stand up with a 3090 or a 4090 or anything like that, but if you compare their GPUs to the current comparable NVIDIA GPU, it looks like, yeah, ray tracing is better. So I'm impressed with that, so hopefully AMD can figure it out too.
Could that be Red Hood?
It could be. It might be. And it is. Aw, hell.
Hey, hero, welcome to the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, I feel quite welcome. So something really big over there. Oh, let's not fall into the water. If it's anything like the other Batman games, you fall in the water, you're toast. But alright, why don't we just cruise over here and move on? Well, now it's time for us to bump up to high. So let's go through those high settings right quick. And there we go. So now let's get back into the game. Now let's get a little high gameplay. So again, let's just zip line and jump and just run around the city. And if I happen to come across some crime, we'll fight it. And we'll also land on that guy's head. That probably hurt. Well, down here on the streets, we're under 100 now. Oh, go back up to 100 here and there. What did you say to me? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nothing to say now with a gun in your face. This guy kind of reminds me of Deadpool. He's kind of like an anti-hero.
This is a bad block. I hope so.
Still does somewhat heroic things, but seems to kill bad guys since he has guns. Unless I'm missing something. But I'm pretty positive I saw him blast people in the dome point blank. At first I thought, oh, maybe they're like beanbag bullets or something, but no, I'm pretty sure they're real fucking bullets.
Unless they were behind it.
What did they make off with?
Crap, you're Red Hood.
Alright, let's just keep running on down this street.
Wait, that's Red Hood?
You're damn right it is.
Red Hood? Yeah, right.
Seeing is believing, my friend.
Better you than nothing, I guess.
Huh.
Alright, though. Why don't we go ahead and move on? Now for highest graphic settings. And then after this, we'll get a little ray tracing in. And there we go. Why don't we go ahead and get back to that game? Now let's get some highest gameplay in.
Huh. Yeah. Hey, hero, welcome to the neighborhood.
Everybody's always welcoming their
Good luck,
neighborhood
hero.
sarcastically. Guess they don't really like this guy.
Who's that?
But that's okay.
Nearly done here. You know, I've had 5 10:30.
Alright, let's not go over there. Apparently they're not happy with me, so let's go up here instead. And there we go. Oop. I thought maybe I could like get up there, but why don't we see what's on the top of this church? Might be something interesting up here. Looks like there is.
There. That's it.
Heck yeah. And we got a nice look at the city from up here. This is, I think, the tallest point in the whole game. Might be one or two more city skyscrapers around here that might be a little taller. But that seems to be the tallest. Alright, why don't we move on though? Now we're going to do some ray tracing here. Not try to do ray tracing, we're going to do some ray tracing. And beyond that, everything else is maxed out still, so let's get back into the game. Well, now let's get a little ray tracing in, and it is definitely incorporating a lot of stutter and lag. I don't know if it just needs to, like, cache a bunch of stuff. Maybe if I would have, like, left the game and come back, maybe it would have been better, but I don't know. This is pretty terrible, though. And it's not like this is a weak system. This is still, like, a pretty top-of-the-line computer. It's a freaking 5800X3D and a 3090 Founders. That's still pretty damn good.
For you. Do you understand these rights? Very much no.
Ew. Someone bag this.
Okay, what was that? Check it out.
That was me.
So what's here? Little...
Yeah!
Alright, I might have bit off more than I could chew here. Oh, shit.
I'll take you down, Red.
Ow. Stop shooting me.
You're under arrest!
No, I'm not. And you can't really arrest somebody who's been shot in the face and is dead. That doesn't really work. Now we're going to do some DLSS. And we're going to start off with quality. And we'll just leave everything else maxed out besides ray tracing. That was making everything suck, so I just turned it off, didn't really notice a difference anyway. But anyway, to the game. So, now we're going to get a little gameplay with DLSS quality here enabled. Definitely seems to be helping a little bit. Although at times we still drop down into the 80s, but that's not horrid. I prefer if it stayed above 100 at all times, but I'll take what I can get, especially compared to how it was on the Steam Deck and on my laptop. Might have to redo those, because I feel like there must have been some update. Because other people had systems like this and they weren't getting anywhere near these kind of FPS. Although maybe they had ray tracing on or something, I'm not sure. I watch so many videos, it's hard to keep them all together sometimes. Alright, where shall I head? Let's go back up here and get out of the road. And then we can zoom over here, and I think we can move on. Alright, moving on to DLSS balanced. And as you can see right there, we are now balanced. Everything else is the same. Still no ray tracing, because that just kind of made this game suck and stutter like crazy. But now, we'll get back to the game. Why don't we get a little DLSS balance gameplay in now? Huh. Some statue, huh? Well, alrighty then. Damn, lighter's almost out of fluid.
Is there a
But luckily I have like 10, 13 others as backup, so.
What's Red Hood doing around here?
Alright, why don't we get up to the top of these buildings here. And now, we can go ahead and move on. Now for DLSS performance. There you go, performance. Everything else is precisely the same as it was before. And that is the bottom, which means it's time to get back to the game. This is some DLSS performance gameplay now. Yeah, if anything, honestly, this made it run worse. Looks worse, runs worse. But still, we'll get a little bit more footage here. Where should we go? Let's go this way. And also, if you guys noticed, he's like flashing. Like his suit is like wigging out. Interesting. I didn't really notice if it happened on FSR or not. Anyway, well, now it's time for DLSS Ultra Performance. Right there, as you can see, leaving everything else exactly as it was, so we don't invalidate nothing. And now, to the game. Alright, now time for some DLSS Ultra Performance, and man, now he's like super flickering. It was already pretty bad, but now it's like almost artifacting and whatnot. So yeah, DLSS Ultra Performance does not seem to work very well. Though I wouldn't be doing something like that on this particular setup anyway. I feel like that's probably more for lower end hardware, or if you're only concerned with getting FPS. But it seems like this is a game where if you go too low resolution or too low on the settings, it just makes it run worse. At least that's just what I've noticed. Tried it on a Steam Deck, my laptop, and now this computer. So I've got quite a few more variables than your average person would, and that's just what I can deduce from what I have played so far. I'm still very excited to get my 13900KF build started here. But my dang water block is still in Paris. It has not gone out on a flight yet, but hopefully sometime today that will happen. Anyway, moving on. Alright guys, let's get ourselves a little camera gameplay in now. Here's the settings I've chosen to go with. DLSS quality. Turning ray tracing off because that just makes lots of stutter for some reason. Maxed out field of view as well, and then we're just keeping everything else highest. And when you have DLSS or FSR on or any of the other settings on, you can't change your anti-aliasing anymore. So, hit X, make sure it's applied, so now let's go get into the game. Well, here we are in the game. Go on up here real quick. Just to see what kind of performance we get here. And a lot of people like seeing me do this, so figured I'd make them happy too. Can't just do everything screen recorded if it's not making everybody happy. And the people that don't like this can just skip this. So, works for everybody really. Makes a little extra work for me, but that's no big deal. Oh, we still got some down to 50 FPS there. Did you just see that? So, there's even spots where a 3090 can't do this game maxed out. Oh, it is one of those vigilantes. And more. Alright, let's go down the dark alley. There might be trouble. Oh, what the heck? Now, what the hell kind of city can you go down a frickin' dark alley like this and not find crime? There's gotta be some crime somewhere.
Who is that?
Your mom?
What? Another vigilante?
Absolutely. Take that. Quick draw.
Be careful. This is a bad block.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. But I've yet to really find anything.
Is that a vigilante?
It is. It is a vigilante. Vigilante ho! Ow. Ow. Yeah, you got me. Alright. But what if I want to keep moving? There we go.
Red Hood? Why is he here?
Kicking him ass. Although now I need more heals.
Oh, it's you.
You're damn right it's me. Oh, I forgot I can't run up walls. I'm not Spider-Man. But yeah, so far on here it's alright. Performance, as long as you don't turn ray tracing on. That makes things absolute terrible experience, at least on this computer. Maybe it won't on the other computer, but as far as pure gaming is concerned, this processor is better than my 5950X. So I don't think it has anything to do with the processor. The game's probably just coded like crap for ray tracing. I don't even know what they mean by ray tracing. What's ray traced? Everything? Lights, shadows? What? You know? It just says on ray tracing. Well, alright though. Why don't we go wrap this video on up? Well, alright guys. That's a wrap for Gotham Knights on the 5800X3D and the RTX 3090. And it did pretty good, except for when we turned ray tracing on. Then it had some weird stutter. Just every once in a while, just stutter. Didn't like it. And this is the best gaming processor I have right now, so if it's processor related, I don't know. It's not going to be any better on the other computer, even though it has a much more powerful GPU. But only time will tell. It's time for me to head in there and get that done now. Been doing Gotham Knights all day. Usually I only do 3 videos, but I figured I'd do all the rest of the videos today for Gotham Knights. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this particular video. And until the next one, peace out, guys.